Who is that in Booger Wolf's corner? Who could it be? Who is it? Yeah, you better wear that belt. It's the last night you're gonna have it. Mm-hmm. I see we both dressed up for the occasion.
Yeah, I see. Ooh, is that the mink? Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Both dressed up for the occasion today. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to the most electrifying podcast in sports entertainment. I bring to you the Under the Ring podcast. I am your boy, the Silverback Booger Wolf, the heavyweight champion. Oh, whoa! Welcome to the fucking party, folks. Joining me as always, we have our producer, the man, the myth, the mink coat wearing, one half of your World Tag Team Champion. Give it up for the pretty boy, Mongo.
Yeah! Woo! It's me. It's the GREG. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? This is a very special occasion. This is a very special episode of the Under the Ring podcast. This is, of course, the end of the fantasy season. We made it. Cheers.
Cheers.
Fucking
Ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who have been following us for a while, you already know that we do fantasy wrestling. And this week, Slammiversary will be the end of UTR fantasy wrestling. So either team Full Gear or team Resolution takes the championship. And as a member of Resolution already has a belt, I feel might as well just keep the championship home. As always, it is Wednesday, so we are also doing a live stream viewing of AEW. We just finished watching Moxley defeat Carl Anderson to retain the
New Japan
WIGP United States Heavyweight Championship. Right now, for the FTW Championship, we have Brian Cage versus Ricky
Starkman Jones over here.
Right. Now, here's the thing. I like Ricky a lot. I think Ricky has talent to be something really good. I think the problem was he came out in Taz's group.
Yeah.
Yes, we are showing out this week. And for those of you who follow our Facebook page, I put up a little post. We have a little giveaway going on with a couple of little pieces of merch. Check out our Facebook page. You know where to check us out, Under the Ring Podcast. And you'll see the post that I put up. Check it out. Follow the instructions. See if you can win some merch. I guess let's get into some news since there's a little commercial break, a little wrestling in the corner. What's the first thing you want to bring up today, Mongo?
All right, so we watched the Ring of Honor pay-per-view this weekend, and there were some pretty major things that happened. One was the debut of the hot mess, formerly Laurel Van Ness, Chelsea Green,
who is now a member on the Resolution roster.
Resolution. Yeah.
So that shit and scoop that up real quick.
Yeah. Whatever. Anyway, your boy wrote a list on Sportskeeda about all the possible challenges for Deonna Purrazzo because she has a mystery challenger. I don't know if we talked about that yet or not. she's gonna have a mystery challenger at Slammiversary, and I was like, number one person, easy, Chelsea Green.
Easy.
Chelsea gotta be Chelsea Green. And the second that list hits the website, she shows up on Ring of Honor. That's like it was like not even 5 minutes. That thing was still fresh, hot off the presses.
But don't forget, Chelsea Green is part of that forbidden door, and we know Impact is willing to work with anyone and give anybody their fucking titles.
Anybody? Oh, dude, if they take the Knockouts title to Ring of Honor, I'm gonna be pissed. I'm gonna be furious.
I wouldn't be mad at it. Of course, not for point.
Yeah, that's because you can win points. It's because you can win points.
But honestly, I wouldn't be mad at it because you know what? The women's division on Ring of Honor isn't horrible. It is not horrible. It's not good.
It's not. Can you name 5 women on that roster?
Why would you put me on the spot like that?
I just want to see something.
Why would you put me on the spot like that? How about this? It's hard to name 5 women on WWE's main roster.
Because I keep changing shit around. Speaking of which,
we had a straight up and down. Oh, no, we had a straight up and down. Tag, you in now.
Swap out. We saw. Take this shit off. We saw Aaliyah leave the Robert Stone brand.
No. She quit.
Sorry, she quit the Robert Stone brand.
She quit and beat her boss's ass.
Yes, she did on the way out. And who would show up not 2 minutes later? Mandy Rose. Mandy Rose, who at this moment on Raw is in the middle of a feud for the tag titles.
Yeah.
But she is now officially on the NXT roster. So what happened?
Supposedly, the reason behind the switch is not so much of a demotion from Mandy, but more to get eyes on the NXT's women's division for when the call-ups happen.
And they went with Mandy Rose?
Your guess is, I mean, they can't, if they put Charlotte or anybody else down there, they're going to run over the fucking whole division. Let's be realistic.
True. Well, the thing about Mandy is, and it's not that I don't think Mandy's bad by any means. A year ago, we were thinking Mandy and Sonya are going to be like 2 major players in the division, you know? So they're.
Speaking of Sonya, I got something I want to say about Sonya later on. For
okay, all right.
I got something I want to throw out there as a.
I bet.
As a wild card.
I bet you do. But Mandy had a lot of potential back then, and then just didn't do anything for a year. They eventually gave her to Dana, and then they've been face, heel, something.
You know what it is? And I'm going to be honest with you. Mandy is a better version of Lana because Mandy can wrestle.
Mandy can work pretty well. She's improved a lot since her debut.
And that's exactly what Vince still wants. At the end of the day, Vince still wants that hot blonde on television. He has it with the main roster as far as Charlotte. He has it, I guess, if you want to go Carmella. And
the hottest woman in WWE, she says.
And if you want to go for
and Liv Morgan.
Right, and Liv Morgan. But if you want to talk about the ones that people always talk about as quote unquote hot, it's the Charlottes, the Carmella, and now for NXT, you got Mandy. Because don't get me wrong, NXT has very beautiful women down there. What's going on, Reggie? Reggie, we'll be seeing you soon. Reggie,
yeah, we're gonna talk to you. We're gonna talk to you, Reggie.
Reggie, and ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who don't know, our boy Reggie, who has been a faithful fan since way back when we first started this show, several years ago. Reggie has been a faithful fan of ours. He's been one of the first people who joined UTR when we set it up. Want to give a big shout out to Reggie because Reggie will be a captain for one of our fantasy teams next season as we expand to 3 teams. So shout out to the boy Reggie who will be a captain. So Once again, if you want to get down with UTR Fantasy, all you got to do is join the group. Join the
Come on
group,
in.
and you can
Water's fine.
you can be part of our fantasy. But Reggie will be a captain next season. So Reggie, we're gonna be hitting you up a lot more, brother. Trust me. And with being a captain comes more responsibilities. Just to let you know that.
Oh yeah.
But
Let's see. Legit, who's the
Mandy
hottest
is
woman in WWE to y'all?
legit. Who's the hottest in WWE to see? The thing about it is, we all have different tastes and different style of women. So we'll never agree to who is the hottest, but we will agree to who is hot overall.
Will Hobbs stopped Ricky Starks from cheating. So I was expecting a swerve to happen here. Oh, here it comes.
Oh, there it is.
Here it is. It's
And
yeah,
Starks wins
there
the
we
belt.
go. Yep. Mm-hmm. Team Taz takes him out. Yep. 1, 2. Yep. All right. There's a title
Starks won the
change.
belt.
Starks is the FUW champion. Okay.
Maybe that belt will actually mean something, and you guys got your 7 points. We just scored 7 points. Y'all just scored 7 points. There we go.
Back and forth, baby. Back and forth.
And I think that's the only matches either of us have for the fucking night, so we can care less.
We were last.
We can care less about the rest of this fucking show right now. These were the only matches that either of us had to worry about. They did the first 2 matches, so for the rest of the podcast, who gives a fuck? We are talking about our shit then.
Yeah. So anyway, more NXT people that moved up. We saw Shotzi and Tegan the week before.
As a team.
Tag team.
As a team.
Tegan Knox, we
How
talked about this last
weird
week.
was that?
Tegan Knox returned last Tuesday, Great American Bash, to cost Candice LeRae and Indy Hartwell the tag titles, right? The whole battery charging thing was Tegan. And now she's gone. Not only was it a wah as far as like, okay, it's Tegan, but there's not even any payoff. It's just done.
Oh, right now on AEW, they're showing the replay of
Alistair Black.
Oh no,
Malachi Black. Sorry.
Malachi Black kicking the fuck out of old Anderson and Fody Rhodes.
But yeah, even on NXT this week, they talked about how Shotzi left. They didn't mention Tegan. And then you would think Candice would have said something about like, oh, we lost the tag titles. Tegan, nothing. Not a word.
Even on NXT, they brought up the fact that Ember was bittersweet about her tag team partner being called up to the main roster. Mentioned all about Shotzi. So from what I'm getting out of this is when this whole little Shotzi Tegan call up, the focus is going to be on Shotzi. Shotzi's going to get all the hot tags.
Shotzi's the more exciting one of the two.
You know what? I'm going to be honest with you. If they're going to do a Shotzi and Tegan situation, let's do a rocker situation.
Okay.
Let's do a rocker situation. Actually make them actual competitors. Because whether nobody knows this or not, the Rockers actually, quote unquote, the Rockers actually won the tag team championship one time in their entire career.
Did they count that? Didn't they reverse that at some point?
They sure enough did. They reversed it the exact same night and said that it didn't count.
Isn't that that's crazy? The Rockers, one of the greatest tag teams ever.
One of the most popular tag teams of the 80s and 90s. No, of course, they're definitely banking on Shotzi being the female Jeff Hardy. But if you want to do a tag team with them, do a Rockers version. Have them come out, actually be legit competitors, maybe never win the big one, and let Tegan turn on Shotzi. Because Shotzi's going to be fine on her own because of her style. But if you want to build someone, let Tegan turn.
Okay.
Let Tegan turn, and then that way you can give us something, because right now Tegan is not interested.
No.
And right now we have Malachi giving a little speech, which I wish we could hear, but AEW will fucking
in a fucking heartbeat. In a heartbeat. YouTube will also think what did you play last week? NWO? God, I've forgotten the guy. I feel like a douche
Who,
now.
Hogan?
No, like the Jimi Hendrix. They confused Jimi Hendrix with Prince.
Yeah. Oh,
It's like, if you're gonna like copyright claims, at least get the actual.
yeah.
How do you mix those two up?
Folks, last week when I came out to Jimi Hendrix Voodoo Child, YouTube tried to claim our video talking about it was Prince's Raspberry Beret. I don't know if y'all ever heard those two songs. Listen, just because they both black men that play the guitar don't mean it's the same damn person in the same damn song.
Those are two of the most different songs you could have picked.
Those are two of the most different motherfucking people.
Lights are out. Malachi coming down. Kick Cody in the face again.
Oh, definitely.
Yep, there he is. Yep.
So this is a definite play on the good and bad with the all black versus the all white.
I like
good
it.
And evil.
I like it.
It's a whole play off of the good and evil, good angel, bad angel type situation.
It is.
But here's the thing: in this scenario, though, I'm rooting for the black angel.
I mean, hey, you're an NWO fan, so that kind of makes sense,
right? I'm rooting.
You go for the cool heel.
It always, every time. Shit, I was a Brave fan before most people other thought of being Brave fans. Think about it. But as far as the call-ups,
bam. Remember Sean coming out in that all white Taker outfit?
Yes. Remember Sean? Remember though, Sean had the greatest tag team partner in history.
God. Yeah. And the Lord by his side.
We are going to hell for that joke. Just to let you know that. But
hey, they started. We didn't make that shit up.
We damn sure didn't, but that don't mean we got to finish it.
That's 4 women from NXT that came up in the course of a week.
But it needed to happen. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome with us the other half of your world champion. Give it up for the good stoner, Mike Hall. Motherfuckers on mute too. Can't even unmute itself. God damn it.
Good to go, Mike.
There you go.
All right. Yeah, my mouse is fucking up. That's why it took me so long to get on. Of course, as soon as I was trying to mute the AEW, my shit froze. But nice fit, Mongo.
Yeah, hey, final night of fantasy, baby. Final week of fantasy. Gotta show up. Show
out.
What's
the bullshit? I guarantee you, the bottom half of that is them suspenders is attached to a pair of basketball shorts.
Yeah.
I will neither confirm nor deny that.
Right. It's just attached to some basketball shorts with flip flops.
It's just stuck to tidy watches at this point. That's all really.
Just popping UTR. Yeah, man, it's the last week of a long ass fantasy season.
Close fantasy season.
It's close. It's been close. Like whenever someone has had a considerable lead, the following week that shit closes down ASAP.
We just traded title points back and forth on this show. Like it's been
plain and simple. Full Gear had a 60-point lead one week. The next week they were down by 5.
Yeah.
These shows are fucking unpredictable as shit.
Yeah, Impact is the toughest show to fucking prepare for because you literally don't know what the hell they're going to do.
And they throw on random fucking matches. And
dude, they're gonna throw in like another crazy ass stipulation or match for Slammiversary tomorrow. I guarantee it.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I guarantee you Slammiversary, we're gonna want them seeing Jordan Grace versus Rachel Ellering. Even though those two are teaming together this week against Tennille and Caleb with a K. I guarantee you we see that match.
Shit. Oh, that killed me, man. Oh my god. I thought they were about to kill him. I thought they were about to take his ass out.
First of all, shout out to Tully in the bright red tuxedo jacket with the sequins lapel.
Boy,
If you're not watching AEW, Santana Ortiz just jumped Tully. Didn't do anything to him. Just made him piss himself.
Definitely made him fuck up his depends. Definitely made Tully fuck up his depends. But going back to the call-ups, I think Mandy is going to be a pretty good thing for the women's division in NXT because honestly, it needs a little bit of spice. It needs a little bit of spice. It got a whole bunch of spice last night with Saray kicking that girl's face the fuck off with no feet.
Damn sure did, huh?
Listen. I'm gonna need all my wrestlers who come from the New Japan, all Japan scene, from the Far East scene to realize something. We here in the States, we like our wrestlers to have a career and last very long. As you can see, we still got motherfuckers like Matt Hardy still fighting, Christian Cage, Edge, old motherfuckers. We still got them still fighting. You know why? We don't have our wrestlers do shit like take double feet to the faces.
Right.
Saray had no business kicking that poor girl face off last night like that.
Yeah, she killed that bitch last night.
Right.
She killed her last night, boy.
Oh no.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
Neck broke. I thought her face was in the second row.
Dude, when she hit that thing, her neck bent to the back of her back.
Yeah.
And then she felt like I thought she was dead.
When they showed the replay, even Wade was like, "Do we have to watch this again?" He said, "Let's watch this." He said, "Let's watch this again." He said, "I'd rather not. Do we have to watch this again?" Both feet in her face.
Give me some milk in the worst.
Milk.
Hit with the fucking Tazplex.
Dude.
Sheree's out there to kill people. Look, she was supposed to fight Tony Storm, and they pulled that off. So she had to fight Gigi and was like, "Oh, you're gonna take away my opponent? Okay, I'll show you what I'm gonna do."
That's because
take away my spot again. Take away my spot again.
That's because they wanted Tony Storm to survive.
Jesus Christ. Oh, good Lord. On a sadder note,
we got Don Callis coming out with the whole crew,
the squad,
to say something to Adam Page. But yes, Mongo, sorry to cut you off. Go ahead.
Speaking on a bit of a somber note, we've heard some really unfortunate news about some legends the past week. First off, Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff passed away. Was it yesterday, the day before?
Yes.
2 days ago, Monday, yeah. After it seemed like he was kind of battling back, because we've seen some pictures recently of him looking worse for wear. And then his son posted a picture of him at home, looking a bit healthier, having a beer, kind of relaxing, and then just out of nowhere, this news hit.
I'm going to be honest. Being my age that I am, this hit hard for me on the low. Of course, Paul Orndorff was not the champion, but I'm not going to lie. Paul Orndorff was probably my most favorite bad guy growing up. The very first wrestling event I ever went to, Paul Orndorff was in the main event, and he was fighting Mr. T.
Oh yeah, because he's part of that whole thing with Piper and T and Hogan. Yeah,
he was fighting Mr. T.
Orndorff was a major part of Hulkamania.
Huge part. I still think probably has one of the best pile drivers ever in the business. Next to Ric Flair, I loved the robes that he came out with every single event. To me, Paul Orndorff looked like real life He-Man. Back in the 80s, the He-Man cartoon, he had like a tan look, the bowl cut. super diesel, and honestly, that's what Paul Orndorff looked like. Paul Orndorff was legit He-Man in real life.
Yeah.
So he was the bad guy, but he was always cool to me because he looked like He-Man. So when Paul died, like low key, that hurt. I was like, damn. Like that was like the coolest bad guy growing up. Until like, of course, he got into his WCW phase or whatever the case may be like that.
So I know, like, as I look upon that thing he did with what was
Like,
named Gary
Inferno?
No,
the one against Disco Inferno when he danced before he hit him with the elbow.
The original People's Elbow. The thing where he was in the locker room and he goes, what is going on in my life? And like this dude and like a chrome painted afro comes into the locker room and goes, "I'm Gary Spivey of the Psychic People's Network."
I remember that one.
Orndorff is sitting there like, "Gary Spivey, what are you doing here?" And he goes, "I'm here to tell you I've got a vision of you. And the vision to tell you is that you are Mr. Wonderful." I'm like, "What? What is that's your vision? That's his nickname?" And then the next week he comes out with that new music, the fucking like, "You're so wonderful," like that shit. Like
listen.
That was a year before he retired, but that was right when they're like, I think they're about to push Wonderful again. I think they're about to put this guy back on top. And he had to retire like a year later.
Listen, poor Orndorff, man. Poor Orndorff. They did him wrong in WCW. They did. They made
him a joke. They really did.
They made him a huge joke in WCW, but he was one of the best heels ever.
A lot of people don't remember the big event, but it was like the first like really there's a major show for the WWE back in like what 85, 86, something like that.
Actually, nah, I'd say like it was 84.
And that's when he took on Hogan for the world title.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like the real major first threat of Hogan, I think. Around that time. Like it was it's often forgotten, but it really is. Orndorff, right. I think is
Orndorff was Hogan's biggest rival for, I would say, the first 4 years of Hogan's reign.
Yeah,
first 4 years it was Orton.
Without those 4 years,
Orndorff. I'm sorry,
without those 4 years, how big does Hogan get? You know, it's
huge. And on top of that, people don't realize Orndorff was also a Bobby Heenan guy.
Mm-hmm.
So
the whole Heenan family now has passed away.
Good God.
How sad is that? The whole Heenan family's gone.
No.
Who am I forgetting?
Haku is still alive, motherfucker.
You're right. We still got Haku.
That motherfucker ain't going nowhere, damn it.
That's because Death can't fight Haku.
Pretty much. Death don't want none of that.
No. Haku's going to live forever.
And I appreciate my good brother Mike putting himself on mute so he can listen to AEW to find out what the fuck is going on and let us know, because all I see right now is look like we are legit setting up the Hangman beating Omega for the belt, and the pop is going to be crazy.
Let me tell you, them building up to this for 2 years, this is going to be sweet when it happens.
Yeah, basically. Well, first off, rest in peace to Mr. Wonderful. Because of my age, I didn't get the Mr. Wonderful experience. You know, like when I started watching wrestling, it was when the NWO was established. So I didn't really get to see Mr. Wonderful, you know.
Damn it.
At live times, you know what I'm saying? Like I heard it as I got older. I heard of the name Mr. Wonderful, and you know I heard about him and things like that. But I never got to experience seeing him with my own eyes like that. So,
you got to go back and watch some stuff. You really do. It's
and here's the bullshit.
Because I'm your age, Mike.
And here's the bullshit.
I'm not the historian like you, Mongo. I can admit that.
Fair enough.
But here's the bullshit. Me and Mike are legit legit 10 years apart.
Mm.
And it shows the difference on how wrestling grew from those 10 years. Because me and Mike have the same exact birthday. We are legit 10 years apart.
Mm-hmm.
And it shows just how much wrestling, I guess, evolved to the point where, like Mike said, he came around and started watching wrestling around the NWO era.
Like Hogan was a bad guy. Like my earliest memories of wrestling, I didn't even remember really Red and Yellow Hulk.
I'll put it to you this way.
Transition into Hollywood Hogan.
I'll put it to you this way. The reason why it was such a big shock is because the only time I have ever known Hulk Hogan to be a bad guy before the NWO is for 10 minutes in Rocky 3.
Thunderlips.
Thunderlips was the only bad Hulk Hogan I knew until NWO. So that's why it was a complete shock for me, and for you, it was like, okay, dude is bad. I don't know why you're making a big deal. Dude is bad now.
we still gotta do our thing about the best sports movies. Now that you brought up Rocky.
Right.
Yes.
Real quick question: what's the best Rocky movie?
3.
Yeah.
3.
Yeah, for Mr. T.
3. 3.
For
4 is next.
For me, it's either
3
3
and
2.
3 and 4 is next.
Because with 3, you really see like the political side of boxing. You know what I'm saying? Like Rocky was he was ducking Mr. T.
Yeah.
And like when you look at boxing, like, and not only in just today's current, but in years past, you see a lot of duckery in boxing, a lot of political shit in boxing.
First of all, Mr. T pushed Rocky to the point where he had no choice to fight. How you go to a press conference? The man is at a statue, revealing of a statue of himself. You tell the man, his wife, hey woman, why don't you leave that man come with a real hero? Meet me in my room, 224.
At that point, you gotta fight.
Yeah.
Rocky got so pissed. He said, "You want to fight? You got it. Name the day."
Did you ever see the Family Guy parody of that shit? The Lois was the boxer,
bruh. And the female was milking Peter on the stage. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, on the podcast, we go off on tangents, but the shit be funny. Okay? And yes. Yes. And she was, Peter, get up! More like a yes.
Shit.
Absolutely.
But yeah, as I was talking about, it's wonderful. So basically, we're going to get the Super Elite versus the Dark Order in a multi-tag man match. So if the Dark Order wins, then Hangman gets a shot at the AEW title, and the Dark Order gets a shot at the tag titles.
And hopefully this shit happens next week after our season is over. Hopefully this shit happens.
You know what?
Next week
we're gonna do it at Slammiversary. Fuck.
Hopefully this shit happens next week. When our season is over.
That's part 2.
Another legend that has been going on some tough times is Terry Funk, who was recently put into a home, I believe, is dealing with dementia. Though Tommy Dreamer says that what they were saying is like wildly
untrue.
Like he is looking at he is at a home at this moment, but he is not that far gone like everyone says he is.
You know what? Yes, Rocky 3 is the best, Reggie. I think it's I think the thing is, I think Terry is gone, but his moments of clarity are not just sporadically. Like he'll probably have days of moments of clarity and days of going off the deep end, I think. So I think it's
some hard stuff. Into some tough stuff.
Dude, this motherfucker used to. They put his ass in a trash can and tossed it off of the stage. They put him and Cactus Jack in a trash can and tossed their asses off a stage.
it is crazy how he went from like one of the most vile, hated heels of a generation to one of the most beloved wrestlers of all time in the course of like less than a decade.
I'm gonna be honest with you. When your generation was cheering Terry Funk, it took me a long time to get into it because Terry was always the bad guy. I have never known him to be a good guy.
Neck, like it was a whole thing.
I watched that man actually brand people
in
AWA.
Legit brand people.
Legit brand, hot ass branding iron, sizzling. I watched his ass sizzle Dusty before. Okay.
Yeah,
that's some good shit.
Yeah.
And like, I mean, the stuff he did with Flair and Dusty and Steamboat. I mean, I was looking like I did a top 5 list of his before, and I didn't even have a Dusty match in the top 5, and it's not because they weren't great with what he did with Dusty. He just did some really great stuff.
Yo, Terry
Funk might be one of the greatest of all time. And when I say might, I'm talking about like top 5.
You know what? I think I might agree with you on that. Because you know what? People don't give him enough credit for his actual wrestling skills that he actually did have. Terry had a damn good pile driver. Terry also was resilient and had cardio out the ass because those matches were long as fuck.
Yep. Had a hell of a spinning toe hold. You know, that's the
exactly.
And like now people do that stuff and it's like a nothing thing. When Terry Funk locked that thing in, you were screaming. You were like begging to just be done. It goes to show the, I guess, evolution of wrestling, because certain moves that were legit finishers and power, hard, grinding moves that made people really scream are now everyday moves. Back in the day, a brainbuster was a finisher. Hey, that was a finisher like 15 years ago. Like people still like.
A DDT was a finisher.
DDT was death. You can hit with the DDT early on, and that moves like first few instances. They thought you were dead.
Dude, a high cross body from off the top rope was a guaranteed pin. Ricky Steamboat made his career off of that shit. A high cross body off the top rope.
I think that's why I like, well, first off, I like Jonathan Gresham so much. They said it during the pay-per-view Sunday for Ring of Honor. All of his wins in the pure division have been off of different submission moves. Or different, like he's never won the same way once in the pure division.
That's dope.
So like, and it's not doing, he's not doing anything crazy ass fancy like new age finish. He's just a good ankle lock or like a good arm bar, and you're just done. That's why I like Deanna Purrazzo, even Sammy Callahan. His finish is just a pile driver. It is a devil under thing, but like his finish is the Cactus Special pile driver. It's just a pile driver. Deanna Purrazzo's is just an arm bar. You don't have to do anything crazy to be your fit. Just the simple stuff will work. Even now.
The most famous one, Sweet Chin Music.
Yep.
The most famous one.
Used to be a fucking finisher.
I thought that was the greatest finisher of all time for a very long time.
Oh yeah,
because it was. Like,
are you kidding me? If I had to make a created character, Sweet Chin Music was definitely one of the finishers. My second all-time favorite created finisher for a character was the Vertebraker.
Oh, the Vertebraker's good. That Vertebraker's so good. Yeah. So they broke that out too. Ring of Honor. They had Homicide hit that. What's he called? The Cop Killer, Greenwood Killer. Cop Killer. I think it's the Cop Killer. That's a good move. That's a good move.
Well, shit, Mongo. I just thought about this. One of your all-time favorites, DDP.
The Cutter.
The Cutter. Everybody does the Cutter now. And when I was a kid, man, that was one of the most devastating moves back in the 90s. The fucking Cutter.
If DDP hit you with that, that's your ass. That's it. You're done.
That was definitely
went off.
And I'm not gonna lie, The cutter, I'm gonna give credit to DDP for because I don't remember too many people using that shit before him. And then Randy Orton took over
and elevated that thing. That little jump for the RKO, just a little bit extra. That's all it took. That's the thing. Randy didn't add like 13 flips off the ropes, springboarding into it. It's just a little elevation. Makes it that much difference.
DDP would try to put you in some crazy ass maneuvers before he put that fucking cutter on you.
He did.
DDP would have you in a torture rack, spin you, slip you, and then hit you with the fucking cutter.
They were saying
all with tape ribs. All with tape ribs.
Every time. He had tape ribs for like 5 years. They say Randy Orton hits the stuff out of nowhere. DDP legit will hit you out of nowhere with that diamond cutter. I mean, you were never safe. Ever.
The one I could think about the most was with the most infamous finish at a pay-per-view, Halloween Havoc against Goldberg. It's like he hit that cutter and the place went ballistic.
Exploded.
And then they cut the fucking pay-per-view off.
That was WCW for you.
That was also Goldberg's best match. Out down that hill.
I'm gonna go with the match with him and Regal.
Best match?
I think that might be Goldberg's best match because it might be the first time. It's the only time we've ever seen Goldberg actually have to wrestle. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, we have a special guest joining us this week. We have from the Top Rope Fantasy League and page, the chairman, the boss man of that, Mr. Jeremy Timmerman joining us. Welcome, sir. Welcome. Hey, Mongo, tell your hoes to stop.
Right.
That is my mother.
Trying to dress like him.
I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. I am so sorry. No, that is not what I meant. But
those beautiful queens.
There we go.
Right.
There you go.
Beautiful queens.
But
a mother I don't deserve. She's a beautiful lady.
That's the best answer you could ever give.
Yeah.
That is the best answer you could ever give. Bravo to you, Marco. Bravo to you. What the fuck? I'm sorry. I'm also trying to look at this match because I can't believe that it has gone back to what I'd say 2002 or 2000. I'm sitting here watching Christian Cage versus Matt Hardy on my screen, and I'm supposed to really be interested in this.
I've told you before. As much as I love Edge, I always like Christian better than Edge. I just don't care about his AEW run, man. I just don't. I don't care. Don't care.
What? Christian was better on the mic, I think.
I don't know. That depends on which Christian. I think.
Well,
but I think in the ring, I don't think it's even close. I think Christian just.
I'm gonna be
so
honest,
much better.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Ever since they were even in the Brood, I thought of Christian as the bootleg Edge.
Well, I mean, he had to fight out of that for so long because, I mean, to be fair, I mean, Edge had he was the most charismatic one. He was, you could say, I guess you could say better looking because Vince wanted to put a fucking blue screen on his face. And, so he's too ugly to show on TV. So, even though Edge was never exactly like a gorgeous person, but,
we all know what Edge looks like now. It looks like the dude from Harry Potter.
But no, I mean, Christian and TNA, like the instant classic Christian Cage is my favorite. Probably my favorite, like modern character.
I'm going back and watching some of that now, and it was good, but it still hasn't grabbed me. I think maybe because I am going back and I'm trying to look for it, so maybe that's why it's not getting me.
How did you get? Are you back at like where he's starting out? Or are you like this 2007 during his run's already happened? He's kind of like because what the thing that it starts off is he starts off as like the major player against Jeff Jarrett, who's held that belt for like 2 years.
That's what I'm at right now.
And
And he's like fucking with Jeff Jarrett.
yeah,
That's
so
where
like
I'm at right now.
that's like the start of it, and it's okay. It gets better. Like as the years go on, he just becomes more of this like pompous douchebag, and it's the stuff he does with AJ Styles specifically is just incredible. It's great. And then Kurt comes in to like mess stuff up. He has this run against Kurt that lasts for like 5 months that I just loved. I loved it. And that's also the best in-ring Kurt Angle ever.
Around what year would you say that was?
2007.
2007. Let me think.
Because I think 2006, Kurt leaves because ECW happens.
Okay.
And then he comes back, and his first feud is with Samoa Joe. And then I think 2006 was ECW came back.
You know when I was actually watching Impact heavy, and this is really going to make me sound and feel old. It was still called TNA at the time, and it was around my freshman year of college. So, which was around the year of I graduated in '99.
High school?
I graduated high school in like '99. So my freshman
college would have been
'99 right 99 to like 2000. Yeah.
Because I think TNA starts.
When Back That Ass Out came up, I was a freshman in college, and I was sitting there. You know what? Shout out to the University of Buffalo. That was my school I was at. That's where I actually met my current wife. Right now, that's where I met my current wife, and that's also where my oldest daughter was conceived. Shout out to the University of Buffalo.
I think that explains what that was.
Right.
Right, because it was a 19-year-old. It was an 18, 19-year-old trying to do something.
Dear God.
To the year 2000, sweating in clubs. Okay, and you know what? That shit. That's when I was watching Impact, and that's when I first got my first glimpse of Abyss. And I was like, who the fuck is this? I was like, this oversized mankind motherfucker, who is this? That was my first initial thought. I was like, dude is doing some crazy shit. Like, this is funny enough, even though at that point in time, that's when WWE started getting, like, I guess, real raunchy or whatever the case may be. TNA was a little too much for me. I was like, yo, why is this dude getting hit? Why is there thumbtacks in every fucking show? Why is somebody bleeding every show? Why is this? And it was always Abyss.
Abyss loved he got in a fight. So you remember? Did you watch Lucha Underground?
Yeah.
So you know Mil Muertes?
Yeah.
Before he was Mil Muertes, he was Judas Macias. And he didn't have a mask on. He's like long black hair. He was the son of James Mitchell.
The son of Father James Mitchell?
Father James Mitchell, the Sinister Minister.
Oh boy.
And they fought in a cage match, and they brought out glass, and you can see Abyss to show how tough he is. He takes a piece of glass and just into his arm.
That's why I didn't watch TNA. Because there was no need for that.
And like, Judas was doing it to him, and then like he just did it himself. And it was like, why? Why would you do that? But yeah, that's. I'll say this. I thought Prime Abyss is probably one of the best big men in wrestling.
Here's the thing.
But that shit really it messed him up.
That turned me on from TNA. I'm not gonna lie, because every time I watched, it was an Abyss match. And he was getting bashed in the head with a goddamn baseball bat or some shit like that, because for some reason the campus cable on at UB had the channel that was showing TNA. Don't know why. But we actually had
back then that would have been like FS1.
I think it was that or Spike.
It ended up being Spike, but before Spike, they were on some other channel. I think it was some sports. It was like
no. I think they were on the country music channel.
They were on the country music channel. You're right about that. Yeah.
I think it was the country music channel that they were on. And for some reason, the University of Buffalo had the country music channel on its fucking campus TV as one of our stations. So, for some reason, I remember it being head to head with either Raw. That was right. I was getting jiggy with it. Damn it, back then. I remember either being in competition with. I think it was Raw, and it was in competition with.
They went to competition with Raw in like 2000 and I want to say 2010.
No,
I think
when I saw them they was up against competition against some other. I don't know what it was. I think it was SmackDown because they were on Thursdays for a while. SmackDown was on Thursdays. Okay, then it might have been SmackDown because I remember switching back and forth between them and WWE, and WWE always won out.
Yeah. They would never beat WWE, but like it's crazy because back then they were talking about having like god awful numbers for TNA. They were hitting like 1.7 million.
That's
by today's standards. That's
great.
That's better than Raw. It's like you're beating one of the top wrestling shows out there. You know, so
at
like
that time, that shows you at that time Raw was doing the whole
Raw was like
hitting 3 million damn near.
Yeah. So like, and they was like, oh, 1.7 is nothing. I don't know why it was always considered bad to have 1.7, 1.6. Like for anything niche like that, 1.6 on a channel not a lot of people get, like Spike, that was pretty good.
That's damn near everybody that has Spike.
Yeah. So OTNA, yeah. They were like their numbers are getting to like 1.7 at a certain point, and people were saying how bad those numbers were. Like, man, how is that bad numbers?
Right.
And it was always like, oh, you know, compared to Raw back then, that was terrible. Yeah, but
horrible.
So anything else, any other wrestling show that would have been on would have done those numbers.
Right.
Yeah.
And then
like that was it.
Mondays at one point.
They went head to head with Monday, and they hit like 1.5 against Raw's 3.3,
which would beat Raw right now.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So like they had a mega fan base, a bigger fan base than AEW has, a bigger fan base than Raw has right now. But it was treated like it was the worst numbers you could get, and I don't know why.
A 3-4 year stretch where I watched TNA over Raw.
Huh?
And the complete opposite.
I just they had the best cruiserweight stuff. They had at a time they had the best tag division on the planet.
Mm-hmm.
I mean they had the Bucks, they had the Guns, they had Beer Money. So they had Inc., LAX, they had Triple X, Kaz and Daniels. Like it was just loaded.
Good. Let's go to some more news. Let's news. Let's do your boy. That's a dumbass.
All right. All right. So Michael Elgin was released by Impact last year during the Me Too movement, where a lot of wrestlers were revealed to have done some pretty
fucked
horrible
up shit
stuff
because they're fucking animals. The ones who did do it.
The Elgin stuff, I think, was he back then. It was like he heard something happen with one of his students and he didn't act on it. I think is what the deal was. And then another thing was like, yeah, he peed on someone that was unconscious and they didn't know about it. Like, okay, there it is. That's awful too. He was in the news recently because he had gone missing and people feared that he was going to commit suicide. Now it's come out that he was arrested in late June. He had violated several things as far as his ex-fiance goes. He was verbally, mentally, physically abusive to her, and violated the judge's deal like 60 times in 2 months. And he, every time something would happen, he would claim mental illness, is what she said. And now, this just, I think they're just kind of dealing with the final bits of it. It sucks, man. It's really, that stuff is terrible. Like there's no excuse for anything like that. You are chewing garbage when you do this, and especially if you keep doing it, and then you claim, "Oh, it's not my fault. I'm mentally ill. I can't." No, fuck you.
First of all,
that is not the excuse to use. There's no excuse, and to use that when there are people that truly deal with stuff like that.
Exactly. It makes it harder for them. It makes it harder for them to seek help and want to talk to somebody about it.
Here's the thing. I worked at one point in time. I worked at one of my jobs was I worked with a population of people who were mentally challenged, who were also ex-sex offenders. Okay, and the people I worked with at that point in time, they legit did not know right from wrong. Legit did not know right from wrong as far as things that they did, because they had special causes and needs which actually affected their mental ability to know right from wrong. The people that I work with could not function in the normal everyday society because they legit had a mental disability which caused them from not knowing right from wrong, which in turn caused them to be in situations where they became sexual offenders. So don't blame talking about you have a mental fucking illness, bro. I worked with people who legit had a fucking mental illness. You're just a fucking sick perv. Yo, I'm not the biggest person in the world. And for those who have ever seen me in person, they'll tell you that. I'm 5'7", 195, 200 pounds. I know one thing. I see Mike Elgin on the fucking street. I'll knock his bitch ass the fuck out. You like putting your hands on females? Put your hands on somebody that's really going to put their hands on you back. I can guarantee you I would knock his punk ass the fuck out. Because most people who do that cannot face someone of their own sex. They cannot face another man in that situation. And then the fact that you are mentally, emotionally, and physically abusing a woman, what is wrong with you? What is wrong with you?
He's a bitch. That's what he is. He's a fucking bitch.
Like,
he's a fucking bitch, bro. Like any man who physically, mentally, emotionally abuses a woman, you're a fucking bitch, okay? You're a fucking bitch.
If you have that many issues with yourself, get fucking help before you decide to take it out on a goddamn woman. If you have mother issues, father issues, whatever type of issues that you have as a man, there's nothing wrong with you getting help. Get help before you become this fucking asshole Mike Elgin. Because I can guarantee you this. When you get into jail, Mike, there's somebody that's going to be in jail that's going to be like, yo, you like doing that to women? That could have been my mother. That could have been my sister. That could have been my aunt. And they're going to treat you the same way that you was treating them women. And let's see how you like that.
And for those of you who are dealing with mental illnesses and are struggling to like seek help, do not let scumbags like this dissuade you from getting that help. Please get the help.
Please
talk to
please,
somebody. Please be around people who will actually give a fuck about you.
Looking for the help shows that you're trying to better yourself.
Exactly.
It really does. It really does.
Even if you're struggling, admitting that you're struggling and trying to that is showing that you know what's happening is wrong. And you're trying to fix yourself, and that is all you can ask for.
And if you know someone who is struggling, help them.
Yeah.
Help them. Sometimes, and I'm going to tell you this right now, anybody who is struggling does not want to be forced.
Mm-hmm.
Be their ear. That's what they need more than anything. They need to know that there is somebody out there who is actually listening to them. Listen. Please. Please, folks, listen. Right. Please, folks, listen to your friends and family. Listen to them. Please. Because you never know. Just simply letting them rant and rave could be all that they need from sending them over the edge. But Mike Elgin, I hope that you fucking rot in hell. Speaking of another case of the Me Too movement.
Hold on, let me. I'm gonna read off what this said. And yeah, there's a difference between, like what you said, people that actually do struggle with that stuff and like not really understanding what's going on, and someone that does this repeatedly and cries mental illness. It's disgusting on many counts. So Elgin was charged for violation of protective order. So we'll see how that goes. This is what he has been accused of by his ex-fiance. Punishment for saying no to sex, beating me verbally in public, berating me verbally in public, berating me verbally in private, isolating me from my friends and family, monitoring my phone and computer to see if I am complying, extreme control, sexual caretaking, pressure to engage in sex acts I express not wanting to do, exposing my sexual health by seeing male and female sex workers during our relationship, insulting and shaming me, and intimidation. She also said that this is not just women with him. It's men, women, whatever. He's like this with anybody. Just
so in other words,
Jesus
he's
Christ.
a sick, narcissistic bully.
Yeah,
pretty much.
Yeah, in his core, he's a fucking bully.
Mm-hmm. He's a bully who fucking is battling with his own inner fucking sexuality, so he's making everyone else do every fucking thing else.
Mm-hmm.
What a piece of trash. It sucks, man. And I'm getting really tired of like being invested in people and it just being the worst pieces of shit. It sucks. But you know what? It's better that stuff comes out and those people are just put away for life. Like it's, and I feel for anyone that has to deal with shit like that. I do. It's horrible.
Think about this, Mongo, and I understand exactly what you mean by that. But we live in a great age, man, the internet age. Because think about it, back in the days, we wouldn't have heard about this shit most likely.
Yeah,
this shit would have been kept under wraps. It would have been on the hush. The woman wouldn't even have said shit.
Hell, he just moved to another state.
Mm-hmm. And he would be doing this for years.
Mm-hmm.
So I know it sucks, but thank God. Thank God for the internet age that we live in, man. That we get to see this shit.
I hope anybody
for who they are.
I hope anybody that he affected, his ex-fiance, his ex-wife, anybody that I hope they're okay. I do.
Yeah.
I just Jesus Christ. Hope his kid's okay.
Yeah.
So we'll move on to that. Hopefully that's the last time we'll talk about Elgin on this podcast. What a piece of shit. The next one we're going to talk about is someone else that, like Kenny said, was involved in the Me Too stuff last year. Matt Riddle. The case by Candy Cartwright has been dropped regarding Matt Riddle. And this is on the other side of the coin.
This is what happens to, and in this situation, she has just made it all the more worse for women like who have been through shit that Mike Elgin's ex-wife and fiance have been through makes it so much harder for them to prove it because of shit like this that you just did. Like from day one, Matt Riddle said, listen, I had an affair. I cheated. This was pretty much my relationship. I had a relationship with this chick and she turned into a fucking stalker. But I had an affair. I cheated. Did I do some extra kinky, fucked up shit? Absolutely not. I had a straight up and down affair. So, like, Matt Riddle was honest to a point of a default where it was like, damn, bro, you told on yourself. But in this situation, you had to.
Yeah, he had to clear his name.
And he took punishment for it. And, but, so all the evidence that we saw a lot of it. And the claim was that he was aggressive towards her, that he chased her, that he just
supposedly he made her give him head in a bus full of fucking wrestlers.
Not a bus, a van, tightly closed together, like 5 other motherfuckers in the van.
And he made her give him head. And you did that on your own if you did that.
I think Keith Lee was even in the van,
right?
And being someone that is like engaged to someone who went through that kind of shit, I can't imagine Keith Lee would just let that happen. I can't find, like, the claim was that they were asleep. No, there's no fucking way. I don't care what time of day, night it was.
Tim the Bear was not that sleep.
No.
Right.
You couldn't, like, I don't know. So, and again, you know, we don't want to, it's tough because when someone comes out with this stuff, you do want to be supportive. Because there's the whole not believing thing. But shit, it ended up being where it
is fucking July 13th and these motherfuckers are still doing fireworks. Only in the fucking hood. I swear, bro. Only in the fucking hood. It is July fucking 13th. Oh, y'all bitch! I forgot y'all bitch asses had this motherfucker fighting tonight. So y'all got points tonight for him to do.
Sammy G. But yeah, like, you know, it's all terrible stuff. But on the flip side of that, going this route also makes it worse for people that are trying to escape their own problems like that. You know, trying to like find. We'll never truly know what happened, but all that evidence points to an affair that ended badly. And I can't say professionally one or the other way. But I think it worked out in the correct. They didn't say what happened, but I'm pretty sure some money was paid and it's just gone. But the way it started out, where she was saying she wanted to do this for all the women that could be hurt, all that stuff. That's a great message to send. But then the message from the lawyer was, we just want to put it up past ourselves, put it all behind us, and just kind of move on.
Yeah,
that is the biggest flip I have ever seen.
Right, especially in a case like this. In a situation like this, the accusers want to see justice. They want to see the person who did this to them be put away. Money isn't the object. We all know she probably got tons of fucking. She got a little bit of cash from these stories that she leaked out to these sites or whatever the case may be. And that's probably what she needed, just enough. Now all of a sudden it's put behind her, making it that much harder for women who have actually been through something to make their claim and for people to believe them.
And you know what? And I'll take it there. Unfortunately, shit like this gets so many men who didn't do, just like Matt Riddle, who didn't do those disgusting things. It gets them caught up because in a lot of instances, you hear a lot of women that accuse men of going over the deep end when it actually didn't happen.
What was the one that happened when they did like the Netflix special on it?
I give you the most famous case in the world, fucking Emmett Till.
That too, yeah. But it was one that like Trump commented on like the people that were in prison for. I think it was in New York.
The Central Park 5.
That's it.
Yeah, Central Park 5. That's another classic example. 5 young men who had nothing to do with it.
Spent all that fucking time. Spent all that fucking time in jail.
Mm-hmm. They didn't even do it. So yeah, I mean, it's like what's my man who played for the Falcons? Brian Banks or something like that. Same with him. He was charged with rape. He at one point he had lost his career.
Mm-hmm.
Shit, his career didn't even get started because of rape allegations.
Got drafted, and that was it.
And wound up being found not guilty. So, just men and women, just be careful when you're in those situations. You know, when sex is involved, be careful. Make sure it's consensual. And if it's just a situationship, make sure it's just that, nothing more. Don't put yourself in a situation when you're falling in love with the pussy or you're falling in love with the dick, and then you become irrational, and then you get the other person caught up.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you one of the honest to God truth. If you want to stop irrational thinking during sex, stop having raw sex. I ain't never seen a motherfucker fall. I ain't never seen a female fall in love with condom dick. I ain't never seen a nigga fall in love with some condom pussy. Stop having fucking raw sex and you won't have fucking stalkers. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you.
Who's Penelope?
What kind of
wrestling? Who is this?
She is fighting a. Is that Saray?
No, same damn haircut. Why do I believe Riddle and not Elgin? Just asking. Well, first off, Elgin has admitted to several accounts of this stuff. He's admitted he's had problems. The fact is, the other one just is had too much against it from day one.
And
too much
Riddle
against it from day one.
Riddle, and the thing about it is, the evidence that she was producing during the situation pointed to everything to her being a stalker.
Yeah. Like Riddle said, we were in a relationship. I cheated on my wife. We thought we were past it. And she kept coming after me after I ended it. And that's where this is. And everything she showed that. Like nothing that she showed was evidence of whatever she was claiming. And that's why this whole time we've been this way with Riddle. It's just that everything she's saying, everything she's showing are two different situations.
Right. Like you're saying this man physically abused you and all of this, but pretty much what you're showing is you constantly trying to reach out to him and he's like, leave me the fuck alone.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
That's another one too. Johnny Depp and Amber Heard try to ruin Johnny Depp's career.
Well, shit.
And ended up being Amber Heard was like a physically abusive partner.
Mm-hmm.
Let's keep it inside the square circle. Fucking dream. Dream.
Yeah, I mean, his career is probably if he doesn't go back to WWE, he's probably gone. He's probably done forever.
Mm-hmm.
And all that stuff. I mean, that was like the second that stuff came up, and it was like, oh, the guy that said it belongs to a group that's like really racist, like really
right against. The hard R group.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say what it is. You can look it up yourself on Google. It's there. I'm not gonna look. I'm not gonna say it, but it was like, oh, so this guy's clearly making this shit up to ruin a career, and it just that's the thing, man. With the whole like you believe instantly, you can't because the Johnny Depp thing, all the things we just talked about, that does happen. It I wish it didn't. God, I wish it didn't, but it does. So that's why it's tough. You can't always just believe instantly and then just see what happens because that's how we get to this point. And that's how people that are having these real problems when this is actually happening to them can't spread the word and get help because these other cases happen.
Exactly.
You're doing nothing but hurting the cause.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it looks like that's done with. I think he might win the Money in the Bank. Honestly, I think they're going to go all in on him.
We're going to go. Let's get the last bit of news, and then we can start getting into our predictions.
All right. Let's see. Anything else you have on you?
The only other thing that I saw. Hold on, I saw something. Wait a minute, and I just was looking at it.
I saw that Virgil took responsibility for Hulk Hogan's NWO turn in his career.
Oh god.
Mr. Fuck Money himself.
Oh lord.
You gotta love it though. You gotta love the hustle.
I think actually, Mongo, I think you covered everything I wanted to talk about. Actually, the only other thing that I guess we could, if we wanted to talk about that's newsworthy, is Ponytail Brock.
Yeah, we talk about Ponytail Brock.
We could talk about Ponytail Brock or Greg Hardy going night night.
Oh, or Conor McGregor's twisted ankle.
No.
Or green hair taking 72% accuracy to the face. We'll talk about that. Actually, we'll do a little after wrestling session on that.
NXT is up in viewership over 700,000 this week. It's pretty nice.
Good.
More than their TV special, which is pretty interesting.
The Hollywood. The what is it? The Hollywood Blondes, Brian Pillman and
they signed Griff Garrison.
Have officially signed. They've been in AWE this whole fucking time and not have been signed.
What?
Yeah.
So here is Ponytail Brock.
Ponytail Brock, folks. Let's get it.
Brock looks midlife crisis.
Brock looks like two things. Brock looks like he swallows the tobacco that he's supposed to spit out. And he'll have your motorcycle fixed in less than 15 minutes, no matter what the fucking problem is.
Yeah, he looks like, do you know who Hammerstone is?
Yeah.
He looks like Hammerstone's dad with that haircut.
Yeah.
Let's see. Murphy posted a picture on Twitter showing that he was free of his contract on August 31st.
No Slammiversary for you.
Nope.
But Murphy has said that
he wants to go to Impact.
He wants to go to Impact.
Yes! Let's go.
He wants to fight Josh Alexander. And Sarai lookalike just won.
Just won. Okay. Yeah, dude. Yeah, Murphy and that's what I want. Of all
that
those, that's what I want.
Good fight,
dude. Him and Josh. He said him and Callahan are like really good friends. So Callahan like wants them together. Like, all right, him and Callahan. Let's do this.
I'm down for this.
Dude,
let's get it.
Murphy in the X Division is that'd be great. That'd be great.
We just called that shit.
They offered
Moxley is defending the
championship
again next week against Archer.
And Ethan
he
Page
might lose that shit. Thank God.
Ethan
Page is gonna be over.
Yeah. Page and Allen in a coffin match tonight. Okay. But yeah, so and then Tony Nese is apparently looking to go there, along with some other ones. Just Tony Nese as well is another great person to have there. I want to show the video before we get into the Money in the Bank, Slammiversary picks. And of course, we will get the ones from Justin, Tito, and Matt later after the show. But I want to show this trailer because I want y'all to tell me who you think is going to show up tomorrow. Not tomorrow, Saturday. So we're going to play the video again. This is the teaser that was last posted most recently of all the released talent from WWE.
Breaking news from the World Cup Professional Wrestling. It has been 1 year to the date. 20-plus superstars have been released from their contracts. And lightning has struck once again, with several superstars again being released. We will be closely monitoring the situation, and we wish them all the best in their future endeavors.
Okay. So a lot flashed there. Obviously, Joe's not going to be there.
Was that Okada?
That was Okada. They're teasing a lot of New Japan people coming in. They really are teasing like we're going to have New Japan people here coming in more. They just finished up with God, what was his name? Oh no, Cozy Lariat. Shit. I've had a lot of wine tonight. I'm sorry. Shut up.
Duce makes you Lucy.
Satoshi Kojima. Sorry.
All right.
He just left. The last show was his last run. He's back in New Japan. Yeah, they're teasing more New Japan talent. They're teasing a lot more out of that. NWA has just posted stuff about starting up the Crockett Cup again, and other tournaments that they do. Teasing like the return, their FTR showing up. Some people from Impact possibly doing it, so we could get some NWA stuff coming in. Is there anyone in particular you want to see show up at Slammiversary?
Point wise, of course, I would like for Chelsea Green to show up to fight Deonna Purrazzo. Fanboy wise, I'm not gonna lie. I would like for Daniel Bryant to show up.
I would love that too, but I'm not going to count that as an option because there's no way.
I like I said, fanboy wise, I would love for that to show up, and I would love for DB to go to Impact, not AEW. And when going to Impact, I need immediate interaction with him and Johnny Swinger. I need immediate interaction for that. But since we know it's not DB, the only other people I really want to see show up at Slammiversary is God.
God is interesting. The Iconics specifically because I've been talking about how great Fire and Flavor is. We all think they're great. I really think they're one of the
fuck Reggie.
The Iconics.
Yes. Why did he say that? Now, fucking, it's too late to bench these bitches because I started them already. God damn it.
I mean, Fire and Flavor, they're let's see. They're fake. Rosemary and Havoc.
All right.
But I don't know what y'all think.
Fucking Reggie, yo.
I don't know what y'all think.
Motherfucker.
I think Fire and Flavor are genuinely one of the best tag teams on the planet.
Bravo, Reggie. Bravo.
God damn it, Reggie. This the shit you gonna do next season. Your ass ain't gonna be a fucking captain, god damn it. Fuck!
Scroll's not coming back.
No.
Scroll's gone.
No, now nobody wants Scroll.
He's done.
Like if Scroll was going to come back, if Scroll was going to come back, he'd have been back in AEW a long time ago.
That's another one that, like, oh man, really excited to see what this guy does, and piece of shit. God, like it's
fucking the dopest fucking entrance going in
the past
wrestling.
like 10 years since Bray Wyatt's entrance.
Right,
Bray Wyatt's OG swamp entrance. It was one of the coolest things. But yeah, I do want the Iconics because I want more stuff for Fire and Flavor to do.
God damn it, Reggie! Damn it, Reggie!
Do you know who I really think might show up? And I don't think it's a far reach. I want this person to show up for the exhibition. Kalisto.
Yeah.
Samurai Del Sol was released in April.
Yes, the fuck he was.
Wow, that was a long time ago.
Damn. Shit.
And they love to do that. They love to do that Super X Cup, that World X Cup, and they do have a deal with AAA right now.
Bravo, Mongo. That was a damn good one.
Yeah.
Out of nowhere. Bravo, Mongo.
Because you could. I feel like major fuckery is going to happen at Slammiversary.
Yeah,
as long as Sammy wins, I'm Gucci.
Point wise, I don't want it.
Sammy wins, I'm Gucci with
Point-wise, I don't
anything
want
else
that.
that happens else at that motherfucker. I just need Sammy to win, and I'm Gucci. Okay.
Point-wise, I don't want it, but man, do I want Sammy to win that belt. Ah, do I want it to be Sammy.
How the fuckery I was just mentioning.
Yeah, I know. But as long as Sammy wins, I'm not worried about Sammy, man. What the fuck does Darby Allin have on? This son of a bitch has a steel plate to his back.
Why did he
Right
do the
now-
reveal before he did the attack, though?
Oh,
Why did he do it? He did it the wrong order.
I
Right?
just don't
That's
like the fact that Darby Allin is 108 ounces.
That's like if Bret Hart, Bret Hart took that spear from Goldberg and he had like the steel plate. It'd be like if he revealed the plate and then took the spear. Like, why did Ethan Page see that and not move out of the way? You know?
Oh, well, Scorpio just came out the coffin and yes, kill this little motherfucker, please.
This is the main event.
Oh, here come his daddy.
Oh God.
Yeah, it's Sting.
Here comes his daddy.
It's Sting. It's Sting.
This thing. What do you fucking do?
Mike, who you looking for most? Realistically, I want realistic picks.
I was definitely thinking Murphy. I feel like he can go straight to the world title scene in Impact.
But he's not going to be available for Slammiversary.
This is August. But there are other ones that were released recently that could be, because WWE have allowed.
If you can give a quick brief rundown, so that we make our picks a little bit easier.
Please.
Because so many people were fucking released, it's kind of hard to narrow it down.
I think this actually has the dates that were released too. So yeah, this will work out. So Killian Dane was released 25th of June. So was Kurt Stallion, August Gray, Marina Shafir, the Bollywood Boys, Tyler Breeze, Fandango, Arturo Ruas, Tony Nese.
So none of them are eligible. None of them are eligible.
Braun, June 2nd. There's no way in hell.
Right.
Aleister Black is in AEW.
Because they fucked up on his
contract. Murphy's on June 2nd. Murphy said that they called him. Did we mess your contract up? You got 90 days, right? Like he said that happened after that happened. They called to double check. Let's see. Ruby Riott, June 2nd, probably not. Santana Garrett, possibly. Because she was on NXT. I don't think she ever made it to the main roster. Let's see. So right now is where we're getting into. Let's see. Jessamine Duke, Lars Sullivan, Steve Cutler, who's already there.
Yeah.
Samoa Joe's back with NXT. Peyton Royce and Billy Kay are available. So is Mickey.
Fucking ready!
Tucker Knight, Bo Dallas.
Absolutely not. Bo's not leaving that far.
He's on the farm.
Bo's not leaving that far.
And then Wesley Blake.
Blake team back up with Cutler.
That would be a bad tag team to have in the division.
Yeah.
They weren't bad. The Forgotten Sons were not a bad team by any stretch.
No.
They just had Jackson
shitty
fucking right
They just
there.
had Mega Man.
Like they really could have been good tag champs. So I think if they get Blake in, they have Blake and Cutler.
So they answer your
And
question.
if Murphy comes later on,
And that's a good trio. That's a damn good trio.
Yeah. So to answer your question, Mongo, it would have to be Blake and the Iconics.
yeah.
I think those the best options. Again, for me, Kalisto is one that I really want to see. But like the Iconics, I think just stack up that women's division even further.
Fucking wizard!
Right now, what would you say is the weakest division in Impact? Tag division?
Yeah. Easily.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
Wesley Blake. Boom. Adding Blake fixes it. Gives them another tough.
Because I don't think they have enough tag teams.
Right now, they have
Violent by Design.
TJP and Followed by our tag team again. Violent by Design.
We got the little fatal four-way right now.
Yeah.
That's going on.
The Good Brothers are still there. I don't know how long those contracts.
Willie and Swan.
Willie and Swan. Ace and Fulton are still technically a tag team.
It's a lot of makeshifts going on in there.
Yeah, they don't have any like legit teams really, aside from the Good Brothers and
because they got rid of MSK.
Get rid of MSK, and then they were expecting Shelley to be like a major thing with Saban for a while, and then Shelley said, "Nope, this job's too good. I don't want to risk anybody." Walking out.
I don't blame him.
Yeah.
I'm appreciative, but man, I do miss Shelley. I think.
I mean, he was pretty good, but that's a definite steady paycheck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A veterinarian gets paid, bro.
Oh yeah. When I was younger, I thought I like Saban over Shelley as far as that tag team goes, but the older I got, the more I realized Shelley was like way higher up. Good as Saban is, he's on another level. So yeah, I think
Saban kind of looks like that in between human werewolf face that Michael J. Fox had in Teen Wolf.
Do you think Mickey James shows up? And here's one that people have been. There are two that have been rumored because these people have been on Twitter talking about how they want to go back to Impact. Both former world champions. Can you name them?
Jeff Jarrett.
I'll give you a hint. They both left the world title scene in a very poor fashion.
Oh, Tessa.
Mm-hmm.
And can't think of the other one.
Do you know who was the world champion before Johnny Bravo or Johnny Impact? Austin Aries.
Oh, that's right. Fuck him.
Yeah, there you go, Reggie. Yep. Tessa and Aries. Yep, that's it.
Yeah,
they're both.
Aries.
Tessa's been rumored to be going somewhere for a
Mike,
very long time.
Mike, I don't know if you're paying attention to this. Reggie has been doing a lot of talking about Impact, so we're gonna have to watch his ass for next season. Because
Reggie keeps up. Reggie's
ready, yo. Reggie's ready, yo. He's just been waiting for his time to shine.
I'm gonna let you know this 13, goddammit.
I'm gonna let you know this right now, Reggie.
He's gonna win next season.
Reggie, if you even start to look like you about to win next season, I keep score. I'm a cheat.
Right.
oh my God.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah, they've pretty much done.
If you're not watching, Darby just took the hook out of the turnbuckle, trying to pull Ethan Page's mouth open.
That's because Page or had it hooked into the back of his neck at first.
Yeah.
Good Lord. All right, so let's get into these predictions. So the first match of the night, possibly Eddie Edwards versus William Morrissey. If I don't know. Does Eddie Edwards return and kick some ass, or is he
as the champ? Dead? I picked last, so Mongo, you
That's
first.
True.
Go Mongo.
No. It's Mike then Mongo. Mongo comes after Mike.
Nah, Mike is also a world champion. Also.
Damn it!
Me, right?
You son of a bitch.
Mm-hmm. Since I called last, Mike got second.
Oh God, no.
Matt, where you at?
No.
All right, fine. I'm gonna go Eddie Edwards.
Son of a bitch.
Because they said that. So Morrissey signed a contract, right? But he has said on social media that he might not be there for a long time. It might be a short-term thing. It could be lying, just like Moose did. Could be telling the truth. I have no idea.
Yeah.
What are you taking, Mike?
Yeah, I'm calling bullshit on that. Morrissey will be there for a while, and he will eventually be a world champ there.
I hope so, because he's kicking ass there.
Yeah, I'm going Morrissey.
Okay. All right. That was my only reason, because if I didn't think that, then I would have gone with him.
Now I'm going lug boots all day. Lug boots all day.
Lug boots.
Lug boots all day.
Let's make sure that I'm right. That is Morrissey, correct?
That is absolutely correct. That man,
Okay.
when you put on light blue jeans and lug boots, you have chosen violence for the day. That's like putting on black Air Force Ones.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Okay. All right. So W. Oh shit. Oh shh. Oh my god.
Damn, my stream is behind y'all. Well, I'm about to see it in a little bit.
Dead? You
Oh,
think?
Oh no.
Might sound like Cleveland. No.
Oh God, no. Oh God.
No.
Oh,
Yeah.
He's got blood out of his eyes? Oh my god. Jesus.
Oh shit.
Yeah, Oh, you saw it?
Oh,
You saw-
oh.
Yep, there it is. Yep, there it is.
Yep, there it is.
Oh.
Oh!
No. Oh my god.
Thank God you didn't start him because you missed out. Yeah. I don't know how Darby is alive.
I don't know how Ethan's like not
Pissing
seriously
blood
hurt.
for the rest of the week
Yeah, his kidney got crushed
by a skateboard.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. All right. Well, that was awesome.
Okay, this was actually one of the best Darby matches I've enjoyed. I'm not gonna lie.
This is one of the better Dynamites.
That's because it's Fyter Fest.
Yeah, I mean, like Guevara and Wheeler Yuta was fun.
Yes.
The stuff between yep. With Paige and like it was a good show. It was a good show. I liked it.
God damn it! Oh, fuck.
Yep, you missed out on those points.
Next up is Fire and Flavor versus Havoc and Rosemary.
Fuck.
Fucking Reggie.
I'm sorry, kid. Do you think
Oh!
Oh my god! Why? You won! You won the match!
Don't tell me he's about to.
Holy shit! Oh, it's even worse at that angle. Oh my god! That wasn't a clean landing either.
Well, I guess he showed Chris Jericho how to take a fall. Yeah, Mike, we'll wait for you to see what happens so we can do the rest of these predictions. Cause
I'll let you catch up.
Oh my god, this fucking idiot.
Yep.
Why would you fucking do that?
Yep, that's it.
Yep, you saw it.
That's how Full Gear is gonna fall into second place after Saturday. God damn it.
Now that's done. That really was one of the best Dynamites I've seen in a while. That was good.
Right.
But Jesus, Darby.
Why?
Chill out, man. You can do that. You can do that. Don't do that on free TV. That's a pay-per-view spot.
Darby, you want to have a career, right?
Stop. Remember, like a long time ago, they're like, Osprey's gonna have a broken back, and he's gonna be in pain pills by the time he's 30. Darby's gonna be hitting that at 26.
Darby's gonna be doing that next week.
Yeah.
Anyway, Fire and Flavor defending against Havoc and Rosemary. Man, I think Fire and Flavor.
Fucking Reggie. Fucking Reggie.
Mike, who you got?
I am going with. Oh boy, I'm going with.
Nice having to take a little break after that.
Hmm?
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna go with the scary bitches.
The scary. All right.
I think the Iconics are going to go after them.
I am going with my team that I started, Havoc and Rosemary, because I feel Fire and Flavor can lose the belt right now. They can do another quick hot potato, and if the Iconics do come in, Fire and Flavor can win it back from Rosemary and Havoc at the very next pay-per-view, the same way they did Ellering and Grace, and call it a day, and then face the Iconics.
Mm-hmm.
So you're both going Rosemary and Havoc.
Yep.
So the thing about the Iconic is I don't think the Iconics interfere in this match, but I do think they show up. I think they join up with Tino Dashwood.
Mm-hmm.
We don't get a heel turn between Grace
Oh
and
my
Ellering.
God, Mongo! You know what, Mongo? Keep that shit to yourself until next season begins. All right?
We don't get a heel turn between Grace and Ellering. We get a new tag team fucking them over in the Iconics.
Keep that shit to yourself until the season's over. All right, fucker.
Next up, the tag titles, Violent by Design versus Swan and Mac. I'm gonna go Swan and Mac.
Yeah, I'm going. What you call it? Burnt McRib and Eddie Levert.
The Homeless Heaters.
The Homeless Singers.
Mike, who you got?
I am going with the male scary fuckers.
Okay.
I'm going BDB.
Question is, who's defending for VBD?
It would be
Because if Diener's involved, I still think he loses.
Here's the
If
thing,
if it's Rhino and Doring, I think they win.
Here's the thing, Diener has actually proven himself to be a winner now.
He is.
So anybody can.
Is EY still hurt?
EY still hurt. He's gonna be out until I think he said November.
EY got a torn ACL, man.
Ah, fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be Rhino and Diener. I mean, not Diener, Rhino and Doring.
Okay.
And I think they're gonna win.
Anybody not
If either
going...
one of you got the if either one of you got the Paramount channel, Old School is on right now.
Oh shit.
Oh, shit.
I don't, but I might give it just for Old School. Anyone going Sabin in the Sabin Moose matchup? Okay. All right. I can just leave that one blank. I know what we're all going to do that one. We're going to have one extra point that we can do for this show. Deonna Purrazzo versus To Be Determined. Who is her opponent, and then who wins?
Go ahead, Mongo. You first.
Right.
I know. I'm going to add my little add the option here to my notes. So first off is who does Purrazzo face? I'm going to go Chelsea Green. I still think she shows up.
And do you think Chelsea Green wins?
No. Shows up to lose.
Go ahead, Michael.
I'm going with Mickey James because remember when Kiera
A trash bag.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I think she shows up and I think she loses.
Okay.
I think the opponent is Taylor Wilde, and Taylor Wilde wins.
See, Taylor Wilde was someone I was thinking about because she showed up and then just dropped off the face of the earth, but she's still there. That's a good pick.
And the fact that Gail Kim came out to announce that it is someone who she's facing.
And it would. She did say for a while that she was here just for that title. So it's a toughie.
I'm going to go Taylor.
Even if it's not Taylor, if Deanna loses, you still get the point. Just so we're covered. Even if it's not Taylor, if Deanna still loses the match, you'll get the point for saying Deanna loses. So,
got you.
We're gonna have that here. The Ultimate X match, probably the match of the night. I can't imagine anything else topping this. We have Josh Alexander defending against Petey Williams, Trey Miguel, Ace Austin, Chris Bay, and Rohit Raju. Of course, Rohit and Ace have Shira and Madman Fulton with them.
I'm picking the winner from the X Division. That's my pick. One of the guys.
You picking one of them.
One of them. That's my pick.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, just put me down for it. Just literally put one of them.
Any of them.
One of them.
I'm gonna go Josh Alexander because I don't think he loses until the new person shows up.
I would love that.
Hopefully it would be Murphy. That's what I want. If we're asking what Greg wants, and Mongo wants Murphy and Alexander.
Mr. Michael, who are you picking?
I am picking the Ultimate Finesser, and I think Murphy beats him for that belt later on.
Okay. All right.
Of course you would pick him because you own his ass.
You goddamn right, damn it.
It was down to those two. I don't think it could be anybody else. Bay just turned face,
I'm going to go with motherfucker.
I bet you are. Motherfucker.
And last but not least, the world title match. It's a no DQ. Sami Callihan versus Kenny Omega. Kenny, by God, Omega.
Let me kiss this shit goodbye now.
Man, this is a toughie. Oh, shit.
Because I'm losing this motherfucker Saturday. I might win it back Sunday, but I'm losing it Saturday.
God,
this is
fucking Money in the Bank is Sunday.
This is tougher than the Ultimate X pick because it could go down so many ways, man. I like Omega winning. I guess you want to delay everything and actually do the full-on AEW Impact thing. Please do that. For the love of God. Fans are back. Do it. Do it.
Fuck up. No.
But but Callihan winning their belt back at their first major show with fans
is what needs to happen.
And which is why it won't.
And since for some reason it couldn't be Moose, even though it should have been Moose, it's gonna be Sami Callihan.
Don't even get me.
I'm gonna go Sami.
Damn right, it's Sami.
But it should have been Moose. It should have been Moose.
But it's gonna be Sami. You
Mike,
picking Omega? Mike taking Omega.
Here's the thing. I can see Moose being involved in the match.
It's going to be
costing Sami.
Let me kiss this goodbye now.
There's going to be a lot of fuckery in that match. And yeah, Moose is going to cause that fuckery because he wants his rematch against Kenny Omega.
He wants to be the one to beat Kenny Omega. You know?
Mm-hmm.
That's the way I think it is. But if you want to do like a feel good ending to your first show back with fans, don't you?
You can't lose your because Slammiversary is like what would that be considered their SummerSlam or their WrestleMania?
It used to be their SummerSlam, but now it's more their WrestleMania because it's like last year's show was their biggest event of the whole year. And this is looking to be the same thing. Bound for Glory is usually their WrestleMania.
I understand that, but I'm telling you, it's gonna be, and it's no DQ also. Oh,
No
yeah.
DQ. Well, I was thinking before if it was
lot of
a regular match and it wasn't no DQ. I think Sammy has the upper hand because he's a better cheater. He's a better cheater than Kenny Omega is. He fights dirty than Kenny Omega does.
Listen, I still think it's going to be Sammy because Sammy
I'm
doesn't
sticking
know.
with Sammy. I'm sticking with
Sammy
Sammy.
Sammy doesn't know how to die.
True.
That's the problem.
I hope it's Sammy. I really do. And I'll be very happy with it being Sammy. Even
Let's go
points be damned. Money in the Bank.
Right. Let's get to this shit because I don't want to think no more.
Right.
So Money in the Bank is on Sunday. We are not getting a fucking break this week. AJ Styles and Omos versus the Viking Raiders. I'm gonna go AJ and Omos.
I need to be extra high for this shit. Hold on.
Why you think I started smoking already?
Oh my god. And the Raiders won this past Monday, right? They won both the matches.
No, they won one. Eric got crushed by Omos, but Ivar sat on AJ.
Yeah.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with because this is the last pay-per-view in the bubble, right? This is the last pay-per-view in the bubble, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. No. This is fans. Thunderdome was over on Raw.
Right.
No more.
No more.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
and you're fired.
You're
fired.
So I will go Raiders then. Since it's be in front of fans, Raiders.
Interesting. Okay. You gonna go AJ and Omos, Kenny?
No, I'm going Raiders because NWO needs to win some titles.
Damn right.
Rhea Ripley versus Charlotte Flair.
No one cares.
I just want the shit to go. I'm gonna go Rhea.
We was having such a good time with Impact.
It looks like a good fucking show.
We was having a damn good time,
Yeah.
Talking about Impact and this shit.
There's not one match on Impact show I don't want to see.
Exactly. Like that was fun. This some bullshit.
Right.
I guess Rhea.
Okay.
Can't out Flair, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they think she's a face over there at WWE. So
I'm going Shala.
The women's Money in the Bank ladder match we have for competitors. We still have one missing, by the way. It is Asuka versus Naomi versus Alexa Bliss versus Nikki Ash versus Liv Morgan versus Zelina Vega versus Natalya versus. So again, like Slammiversary, a chance to earn an extra point. Who is the missing person?
Go ahead, Mongo.
Sonya Deville.
Fuck you, Mongo.
It is absolutely so.
Deville.
It makes so much sense for it to be Sonya.
Right.
I can't even fully explain why. Like it.
Right.
The story so the past few months, it just sets up perfect.
Right. It's Sonya Deville, and she's winning.
Yeah.
So you're both going Sonya for the mystery person?
Yeah.
I'm not saying she's winning. I'm going to say Alexa Bliss wins.
I thought you were about to say Nikki.
I'm going to say Nikki Ass. Alexa Bliss. Wait. But then she'd be the first 2-time winner.
You know what? I'm
Do
not
they do
gonna
that
lie.
soon?
I was thinking Becky, but I don't know.
I'm not hating this superhero outfit on Nikki.
I know you're not.
Right.
You told us.
Yeah.
Nikki's she's an attractive woman.
Yeah.
She's scary as all fuck.
She is,
Yeah.
but I'm kind of into that. Mike, Kenny, y'all both went for Sonya for the winner.
I am.
Yeah. This is where I lose my title.
I think she cost Liv Morgan the match, but I don't know if she wins it.
That'd be underwhelming.
You're my boy, Blue.
On the bright side, like these last 2 matches are exciting. The men's ladder match, we have Ricochet versus John Morrison versus Riddle versus Drew McIntyre versus Big E versus Kevin Owens versus King Nakamura versus Seth Rollins.
This is going to be an excellent fucking match.
Yeah. I can't wait.
This is actually going to be an excellent match. I'm actually excited for this match.
It's going to be one of the matches of the weekend.
This is the best Money in the Bank lineup I've seen in a very long time. I mean, Good God.
Even their quote-unquote weakest person with Johnny Drip is still going to put on a performance because of what he can do.
Mm-hmm. Shit, he could win.
Mm-hmm.
Like, everyone in this match can win. There's not one person like there's no fuck. Like, even Ricochet, who's like, no, he can. He can. He can.
Ricochet.
All it takes is all it takes is a few. If Mr. Kennedy can win, if Mr. Kennedy can win the ladder match, Ricochet can win that ladder match.
Ricochet ain't winning this
He
shit.
ain't winning that shit.
All right, fine. Y'all can say that. I'm not saying he is. I'm saying he can.
No.
Is Carmella considered a 2-time Money in the Bank winner? No, she's not because she says she is, but no, she's not because
Ellsworth won.
The first one did not count. The first one did not count. So the second one was a redo. I'm gonna go.
Better pick Ricochet with that argument you was just trying to bring up.
You already dressed like an attorney.
No,
Jacoby and Myers over there.
Drew makes a lot of sense.
Oh God.
So does Big E. I think the top 3 are Riddle, Big E, and Drew. All right, I'm gonna go. Fuck. I'm gonna go Riddle. Randy.
Yeah, I'm going back and forth between Riddle and Big E, but I feel like obviously Big E's a great story. Him having that opportunity to go after the title, that's a great story. And he could have his Kofi Mania in a sense.
Question: did the last men's right? That is true. Now, the last Money in the Bank winner, did they cash in successfully again?
No, the last one was Otis. He lost a briefcase to The Miz, who cashed in.
Right.
So right now, the winner of the
so technically, the Miz did cash in because he won the belt.
But he did not win the match.
Yeah, he didn't win it.
But the holder of the briefcase cashed in.
But the guy that won the briefcase did not. But the guy that had it, yes. I still consider it the thing's fucking cursed because the winner didn't get to cash in.
Right. I'm gonna go. You know what? I'm gonna go Kevin Owens. I'm gonna go Kevin Owens.
Kevin Owens. Okay.
He's been quiet. He's been quiet recently. Like I'm gonna go Kevin Owens. I think my top 2 picks are obviously Biggie and Riddle, but for some reason I think Kevin Owens is going to win that briefcase.
If they want to do something crazy, you have Big E winning cash in on Bobby Lashley.
Yeah, because it is rumored that he's going to join
Raw.
Xavier.
Have him cash in on Lashley, be the world champion. So yeah, if you count Otis' thing as a loss, Otis lost his. The Brock won the match he wasn't even in, so nobody in that match won.
Right.
Strowman ended in a no contest in a Hell in a Cell match. Then Baron Corbin lost his.
Question.
So 4 in a row.
Draft?
The draft is in October, right before Survivor Series.
So he can do that the night of the draft.
Mm-hmm.
Big E.
Yep. He can either cash it in Sunday or hold it until then.
Yeah, put me down for Big E.
All right.
Yeah.
Who'd you taking in, Mongo?
Riddle. I think Randy helps him win it. I think Randy comes in, actually helps Riddle, and then that's it. Riddle just like, Randy, you helped me, bro. Oh man, thanks, Randy. Oh yeah,
RKO, baby.
I got snacks. I'm keeping in there, Randy. Isn't it great? And he's gonna steal that shit from
I think Randy screws Riddle out of it.
No, it's too easy. They don't want to end this. This is a fucking merch trade. This is the amount of shit they're selling for RK Bro right now is ridiculous. So, oh my god, it is. It's the numbers are astronomical.
Can I have the options one more time for this?
Yeah. Ricochet, John Morrison, Riddle, Drew McIntyre, Big E, Kevin Owens, Nakamura, and Seth Rollins. So McIntyre, the only reason I see that happening is he gets it and goes to SmackDown. Because he can't cash in on Lashley because he's not allowed to do that anymore.
The fuck was that?
Oh, fuck you.
Oh god.
Oh my god.
Oh man. Bravo.
Ooh. Shit. Fuck. That's great. That is the greatest shit ever. But I'm gonna go. Nah, if it's under Mongo's legs, it's definitely not gagging on anything.
Yeah.
There it is.
Confusing them.
If it's under Mongo's legs, that dog is licking a Tic Tac.
Yeah.
I can't be fucking on dogs. I have a tiny penis. Thank God. Like, what side of the argument do I want to be on? I guess tiny penis. I don't want to be on the other side.
I mean, nah. You don't want to be on neither side, basically.
Exactly.
Well, one of those is legit side, so that's what I'm going to go with.
I'm going to go with Nakamura because Roman needs somebody new to kill.
Nakamura. I mean, they did tease it a while back. They did tease it. Okay.
I'm going to go with Nakamura.
That would be interesting. So Nakamura would be
something new, especially since We're gonna wind up getting Happy Corbin now.
God damn it. Whatever.
Yeah, you thought I forgot about that, bitch?
I know. So Nakamura would be the first to win the Money in the Bank Royal Rumble, and I guess he is the King of the Ring technically.
He is. There's no more King Corbin. It's King Nakamura.
So would he be the first to win all three of those?
Why not?
No, I mean, statistically, would he be the first to win all three?
I think so. Mm-hmm. King of the unless yeah, because there was no Money in the Bank when Stone Cold was around.
Yeah.
Oh, look what's the winner share.
Yeah, because when was the last time? When was the last King of the Ring? Technically,
so Corbin 2019. Before that was Barrett in 2015. Sheamus. Sheamus was the first one because Sheamus won in 2010. He won the Royal Rumble. I think he won the Royal Rumble, didn't he?
No,
he didn't.
No. Did he? Did that one be got Sheamus?
Sheamus won the 2012 Royal Rumble. That's when he beat Daniel Bryan for the world title in like 15 seconds.
Oh, yeah.
And then he won Money in the Bank because he cashed in on Roman.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So it's Sheamus. So Nakamura would be the second person to do that. Because there's nobody else.
Sheamus low-key got stats out here.
Yeah.
Unless Brock won a Rumble. Did Brock ever win a Rumble? No, he didn't. Okay.
No.
So yeah, it's Sheamus, and then Sheamus does have a lot of crazy ass stats. I think people kind of underestimate Sheamus, but that's just me. I like old Shamo. Next up is Bobby Lashley versus Kofi. And you know what, man? They're making me believe it. I don't know what's going to happen, but they're making a case. And they have made this very interesting. Like Xavier beating Lashley on Monday was
big.
At first, I was like, he lost to fucking Xavier, but it makes so much sense.
And then the banter between Kofi and MVP the week before.
Yep, and then Lashley went back at the end of Raw to no more of this shit. Back to business. Like it's really, I've really enjoyed it. As bad as Raw has been for most of the past few months, this
MVP has saved Raw. I never thought I'd say that.
Dude, go from last year where you just want him gone from TV.
I wanted to shoot him in both his kneecaps last year.
Like MVP is like one of the highlights of the WWE. He's just
and I like his holes.
The hoes are apparently gone. They're apparently gone for good. That's a shame.
That one with the short little bob haircut.
I'm gonna go Lashley. Mike?
Yeah, like we just talked about, they've done a great job of selling this. And in the back of your mind, you're thinking, Kofi could win, but I don't think Kofi's winning another major title no time soon. And I mean no time soon, I mean ever.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I think he does at some point. I think, well, the thing about Kofi is that he's like Daniel Bryan. He's like Daniel Bryan.
He's a workhorse and a likable character.
Fans will always be behind him. Yeah. People just love him, dude. Like if there will be another point where they want Kofi to win it one more time, and when the fans decide that's what they want, that's what they're going to get. I just don't know if it's right now.
No.
Kofi is just a baby face that he got his one, but all his other opportunities he's going to lose. Like, I don't know. Like, maybe, and I hope I'm wrong down the line. I would love to see Kofi win a second title, but I just don't know. But anyway, I'm going with Bob.
Yeah, I'm going Bobby. Because Bobby going to kill Kofi.
Yeah.
Bobby going to kill Kofi, and then he going to pick up Xavier and snap he in half.
He's gonna beat Kofi with Xavier.
Yeah. Pretty much. He's gonna beat a mother. He's gonna fucking with a motherfucker. Right.
Last up, Roman Reigns versus Edge. Is anyone Is anyone picking Edge? Cool. All right, we're just gonna knock that out.
No.
In no way.
No.
No.
All right, so 1, 2,
probably like 7 matches count.
2,
Right.
3, 4. So 4 matches at Money in the Bank out of 6 count. It's pretty good for WWE. Usually it's a lot less.
Yeah.
Impact, on the other hand,
All
is
of them.
all over the fucking place.
All of
I don't think we agreed on one.
All of them.
The only one we all agreed on was Moose and Chris Sabin.
Moose.
Only one. Every other one, it's all over. Even the bonus question is all over the place. So, in total, let's see, Slammiversary is what? So, 10 matches out of 14.
Yeah, motherfuckers ain't gonna have me stressed this weekend.
10 out of 13.
Somebody else
count.
is keeping score with my ass this weekend. Yeah, motherfuckers ain't gonna have me stressed the fuck out. Trying to keep up with fucking fantasy points. Trying to keep up with this shit with the fucking prediction. Y'all not gonna have me stressed the fuck out. One of y'all bastards got an extra job this fucking weekend.
I'll tell you what.
Sign the fuck up, boo boo. Sign the fuck up.
Since I'm doing all kinds of shit for Sports Kid for Slammiversary, I will keep count for Slammiversary.
Bet. Okay.
Now, Money in the Bank, not my fucking problem. But Slammiversary, I'll take care of.
I got to score all around for the weekend for the fantasy.
So
and that's major.
Mike, sign your ass up.
Either Mike, either Tito, either Matt, either Justin. One of y'all motherfuckers sign up for Money in the Bank. God damn it! Y'all not gonna have me stress the fuck out this. No.
But you know what? Half of that show looks really good.
Let's keep it a buck. I am on the opposite side. I'm on full gear. You think I care about your well-being?
You know what, Mike? You're right. Fuck you. I'm not keeping Slammiversary. It's teamwork.
You know what?
I got it.
No. I'll do it all.
You'll do it all. No, it ain't no fucking. Hell no.
I won't help out with Money in the Bank. Hell no.
Trust me, I got it all covered.
All right, Jake Roberts. All right. Trust me.
Trust me. I got it all.
It's a good weekend of wrestling, man.
Y'all motherfuckers will have 100 points. That's it. Total for the season. How the fuck we lose 230 points in one night? You did.
The dude say was talking.
It's a good weekend of wrestling, man. Aside from like a few shows at Money in the Bank, it's a lot of stuff I want to see.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff I want to see.
Actually, and the wrestling kind of, you know what, AEW? We've been talking shit about you guys. And since we've been doing our podcast on Wednesdays, y'all been trying to shut us up. Because I told y'all, we're going to keep your shows on Wednesdays until y'all make us a reason to shut the fuck up. The past
few weeks.
The past 3 shows. I'm not going to lie. I've been sitting here like.
I ain't gonna lie. I've watched more AEW over the past few weeks than I have WWE.
They're doing pretty good. They still got some problems, but
oh yeah. And now they're getting some juicy shit. We're getting Hangman and Omega, and
and Will Ferrell just shot himself in the neck with a tranquilizer dart. Yes.
There you go. Tito's got it for Slammiversary.
No, I don't trust you with the score.
Money in the Bank. He's got Money in the Bank.
I don't trust you with the score. I don't trust you with the score.
So yeah, man. So NXT was pretty good.
Oh God.
Kross and Gargano was pretty great.
Kross and Gargano was great. The fact that we're gonna get Kross and Samoa Joe because Joe got choked the fuck out.
We didn't even talk about that, but yeah, Joe, we're getting Joe Kross, boys. We're
And
getting Joe and Kross.
Yeah.
And fucking
That's the
SmackDown.
one match I wanted. That's the one match I wanted when Joe came back was Joe Kross. We're actually getting it. Oh shit. Yes. Joe's gonna send his ass to the main roster and then get beat by Pete Dunne.
You mean Phineas? You mean Ferb?
And Ferb. And that's when Walter shows up.
Fucking Michael Bivens is Perry.
Dude, I will never not see Perry the Platypus and immediately think of Michael Bivens with the fucking dance he does.
Fucking Bivens is the platypus.
Oh God.
Fucking Pete Dunne nose look like a sideways Dorito.
The hair really doesn't help. He really does look like fucking Ferb.
It really does, dude. He really does.
Who we say was Phineas?
Shit. Fuck. I don't want to.
Roddy. I think it was
Roddy. It was Roddy.
Yeah.
And Adam Cole was the fucking
Was a scientist. Jesus. So yeah, NXT was. Yeah.
Hold on, Mongo. But fucking Bivens, because Bivens is short and stocky, and the fucking platypus is
It's holding him up.
Bivens with the smile. Bivens with the smile on the microphone.
Hold on, man.
The amount of shit Bivens talks to Walter on a daily basis, by the way.
He wants to die.
I cannot wait for Walter to show up and just chop him into dust. Like he just got, and he's gonna be gone.
Yo, if he slaps Bivens in the back of the head, I swear I will fucking pee on myself. I swear that's how hard I will.
That is going to be the most little better neck.
Can you imagine Walter just walking up behind Bivens, licking his fingertips? Hiding slang! Smashing the back of his fucking toe.
Oh, fuck.
I think I would piss on myself if that shit happened. Yeah, I think I need that.
I'd watch that every morning when I woke up.
Every day.
Every time I woke, just
every day for the rest of my life.
It's gonna be a
Just
hell
have
of a day.
him just a big Austrian just walk up behind. Imagine if he creeps up behind Bivens too. Bivens isn't paying attention,
like-
and this big motherfucker just
In the parking lot.
Of course, the parking lot. They delayed that shit for weeks.
Parking lot.
They're gonna delay it for like 2 months. Like every show, like he gets closer, then Bivens like walks away at the last second. He's just like, and then
he
one night,
finally just
one
catches his ass. Just Bivens got a neck brace on for the next month.
he's got the one with the screws and shit. He's
God.
just like drilled into his shoulders.
Oh my god. Oh fuck! I can't breathe.
I need that. I need that.
He's just not there for like 2 months. Like, what happened to Bivens? What happened to him?
He comes back in one of the
The
power
gunshot.
wheelchairs. He comes back in one of the power wheelchairs with the neck brace. Nah, my stomach hurts. That would be one of the funniest things ever.
That's
Yeah.
how
Anyway.
Walter debuts.
Oh, dude. Oh, my God. It would be the greatest.
Oh my god. Oh. NXT, we just gave you something to write that is going to give you absolute gold.
That's funny too.
I don't know.
Oh shit!
When the Donnas ran over, the first thing I thought of was, oh no.
I thought a fucking Goomba. He's gonna turn into a Goomba.
Nah, you're not gonna see Bivens. I'm telling you, we ain't gonna see Bivens for like 2 months, and then all of a sudden he gonna come out in a chair that go, Walter did this to me. He's gonna slap the Professor Xavier into fucking Michael Bivens. That's just gonna happen.
Yeah, Bivens gonna be walking like my man from the Chappelle show.
Oh, yo. But I need that. I need Walter to sleep.
He even looks like him.
He looks like a fucking Goomba.
He looks just like him.
Michael Bivens is about to get slapped in the back of the head because of us.
Shrink into a fucking Goomba.
That's terrible.
Oh my god!
And I'm telling you, I needed to be set up to where Walter's sneaking up behind him and licks the fingertips first, so he can get the good clap on it.
It's like little Bugs Bunny cartoons. It's just.
Hey! And and I need him to yell Imperium right before he hits him too.
You just see the moment Malcolm shits his pants before he's
like,
just blasting into the wall.
You can see his eyes get big from the minute when he Imperium. Bivens goes
dead.
Next thing you know, it's Michael Bivens. This is me. I bet you're wondering how I got here. Let me show you how this happened.
That time.
Well,
That Goomba thing,
The Goomba is funny.
Oh, shit. That's funny.
All right. Anyway, but yeah, NXT, Dynamite, Impact tomorrow, SmackDown on Friday. That's a good 6 days of wrestling.
No, brother, we've had 7 days of wrestling this week.
I say good.
You know what?
I ain't counting Raw.
You know what? Raw wasn't terrible as what it has been. It wasn't as terrible. It was bad, but it wasn't terrible.
That Ring of Honor show was not the best.
Yeah.
The Gresham match with Bennett was good, but that's because it's Gresham. And then
Yo, ROH, that's not good news, man. I haven't watched in months.
Right, I want to hear something good, baby.
Look, I'm not a big Taven fan, and that was a major part of the show. So him and his discount Bray Wyatt that they got. Dude was dancing on the barricade with no shoes on, snapping his fingers.
No, thank you.
Yeah.
Anyway, I think that's it for us. Anything else we need to plug before we get out here, boys?
Listen, thank you for supporting us. Once again, we are having a little giveaway, so go check out our page. Don't forget, you can always catch us at twitch.tv/underthering. Check out our page, facebook.com/undertheringpod. Don't forget to check out Mongo at Greg Bush/SK. Am I correct?
It's Greg Bush SK. Yep.
Okay. Yep. There we go. I'm getting it. Greg Bush SK. I'm getting it. We will be doing that best sports movie thing. We will definitely be doing that.
Find time.
We will be definitely doing that best sports movie.
Once we find time, we'll give you like a day's notice on the page, and then we'll go for it. So just whatever game when you find time for it.
Yeah,
We're busy. We're busy men.
Yeah.
Sponsor us. People,
Yeah.
listen. There are everyday products that we use that could definitely use some sponsors. Look,
I smart water every day. I drink 6 of these every day.
I use this motherfucker at all point. Look, you got 2 motherfuckers putting you up at the same time. Damn it! I'm trying to get some big money. Let's get some cognac money. I know y'all probably gonna bleep it out on other fucking stations, but you know what? We want to get paid for this shit too. The time the next podcast airs, it would be past one of my daughter's birthdays, but I'm gonna give her a shout out on the next podcast. I won't do it too short. All right. And for the rest of y'all, as I look at the scene right now, get my boy Blue.
All right, folks. Thanks for joining us this week. Have a great wrestling weekend. And until then, we'll see you Wednesday. At the very least, we'll see you Wednesday.
Right.
On the Under Ring Podcast. Later.